The size of your dreams must exceed your current capacity to achieve them. And if your dreams do not scare you, then they are clearly not big enough. Turning a dream into a reality is that drive that keeps the world spinning and everyone in it on a separate path. But I believe what truly sets everyone apart is the making it happen aspect. But when we set goals for ourselves and actually achieve it, it all looks good, but the real question is, how? What's up YouTube? My name is Tamon. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. In today's video, I'm gonna be telling you how to basically set goals, realistic goals for yourself, and basically just give you a nice breakdown on how to achieve them. So with that being said, again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. I saw this quote and I feel like it really relates to this video and will really, just cater to everything I'm gonna talk about. And it says, nothing is impossible if you have the right plan. So with that being said, we are 2 months away into the new year, and I know that typically around this time, we always get like that sense of motivation. I know I'm not the only one, like this time, like November, December, especially around the end of December with those New Year resolutions and just reflecting on the year and just all these, I wish I did this or I wish I could have did that. I don't know, I just feel like this is just like a repetitive cycle that I've seen, I'm not speaking on everybody, I'm just, just speaking in general. But it's just like a repetitive cycle, like we get those urges of motivation or whatever, and then it's like we follow through for like the first 2-3 months of what we got planned and going on, and then it's like as time fades away, we really start to die away and just shy away from our goals, and just I don't know, it's just like that motivation just goes out the window because maybe life just start lifing and just be so much going on to where it's like, dang, what happens to the goals we set prior to the year? I say this to say, I feel like in this second right now, if you just take it serious, take yourself serious, take your life serious and things like that, and really implement everything I'm gonna tell y'all, all your goals will be obtainable and more, and it's like you'll feel more motivated to do more, be more, see more, and it's just like, I don't know, like it's just an unexplainable feeling like when you set goals for yourself and you actually achieve them, like goals that you didn't even think were obtainable at certain points, And the very first step is gonna be writing the goal down. Like, I feel like when it comes to writing goals down, that's like major key because it's a difference just saying what you want to do. But if you actually write it down, there's some type of intent behind it. Writing your goals down and looking at them every day, that's more motivation for you to do them. So for example, I can say that, hey, I want to have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm going to write that down. I want to have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and put a date, and that's just I'm going to look at that every day and I'm going to be thinking 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. So again, make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't already, man. We're on the road to 1K. We got like 6 something right now. But I'm gonna write that goal down because again, it's just more intent behind it. You don't wanna be, oh, I'm saying all these things and just doing X, Y, Z without writing it down. Put some intent behind it. So the first thing when it comes to trying to get a goal down is one, writing it down. That's another reason why I feel like people make vision boards a lot. Everybody say if you want to manifest the life that you want, you make a vision board because you can see it. So if you're writing your goals down, you're looking at or reading whatever you want to do, and it's like, it just looks a little bit more official when it's on paper as well. Step 2, don't dream small, just break it down. I feel like when it comes to our goals, we think so big, and it's okay to think big because I want you to think big, but I feel like sometimes we think so big that we forget that there's ways to go when you're thinking that big. So instead of you dreaming small, like, oh, let me just dumb it down or, things like that, just break it down. About how I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. So rather than me saying just the whole 1,000, because that sounds like a big number, Where I can be like, okay, I want to get 200 this month, and I want to get 200 the next month, by whatever date I want to get it by. But you see where I'm trying to get at, rather than you thinking like, oh, let me just say this is what I want to do, and break your goal down. Easier ways to obtain. I can never really differentiate short-term goals and long-term goals, and I feel like, again, just the whole breaking down your goals down aspect really helps, just because you're not making your goals seem so hard. I feel like that's another thing too. When it sounds, I don't know. I don't want to speak on everybody, but this is just me, and I feel like a lot of people who I've been just talking to about this, it's like when we say we have a goal and it just sounds so crazy, which is a good thing, but it sounds so crazy, it's like, it doesn't sound obtainable. When you actually break your goals down, it's like, bro, if I do this week and then work on it a little bit more the next week, and it's like you're slowly working your way to where you want to be. So that's why I say Step two is just breaking your goals down, because a lot of things that we want to do is obtainable. It's just sometimes it seems so far-fetched that it's like, can I really do this? But you can do it. So step two, break your goals down. Step three, of course, this is the step that's gonna make your goals happen, is putting your plans into action. The what's the saying called? It like, don't talk about it, be about it. That's definitely something when it comes to, you know, trying to set a goal and achieve it. You can't say that you want to do this or be this person, or, you know, just have a goal and, you know, you're not follow up behind it, because again, nothing's gonna happen by just saying that. That's not how the world works. And you know, I don't know, if we could just snap our fingers and it happened, bro, chef's kiss, and we'd be here. But unfortunately, that's not how things work. Definitely putting your plans into action, and just being intentional when you do it. Don't 50% it, you know, try to give it 100%. And this all goes into my next point, which is being consistent. And I know everybody says that, be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. Bro, but it's really true. You gotta think. For example, I'm just giving examples, but this applies to pretty much anything. For anybody who wants to be a content creator, everyone says they want to be a content creator. And this is advice that I'm still trying to take myself. But everybody says they want to be a content creator at XYZ, but you post one time a month or two times a month. And it's just like, bro, how do you expect people to, one, engage with you, two, know who you are and things like that, and, you know, the algorithm and all this extra get to know you if you know you're barely wanting to post, or you're just barely wanting to do what you say you want to do, you know? I know the hard part about being consistent is the instant gratification of being consistent. So say, for example, you're being consistent for 5 weeks, 6 weeks going on. It's like, hey, I'm seeing little to no results, but that 7th week, that 8th week could be the week that, you know, you've been waiting on. I feel like that's what it is about the consistency. And this is something that I'm even seeing in myself. It's just like, it's hard to be consistent when you see slow growth. But something that I had to also realize is slow motion is still motion, and it's better than no motion, you know? But I also find myself, when it comes to goals and things like that, comparison. Oh my God. Comparison is really the thief of joy, bro. Like, people say that, and it's true. Like, the way you can just compare yourself, especially, again, just going back to my content creators, social media, and you see somebody taking off for doing something where it's like, bro, I do the same thing, and it's like, I get 2 likes and 1 share versus their 2 million likes and their 2 million shares, you know? And just comparing yourself to the next person will really just take away everything that you just worked for and, you know, just did. And I feel like that's the sad part about today's society, because again, it happens so often. And again, everything I'm speaking on, y'all, I'm dealing with it right now. Like, if y'all notice, well, y'all probably haven't noticed if you're new here, but I said the same thing. I want to be consistent on TikTok, but I'm like, I'm not really seeing the growth that I want, but I'm seeing the next person get all this growth. So I'm like, you know, let me pull back from TikTok, because clearly I don't know what's going on right now. But even YouTube, I talk about how I want to post at least 2 videos a week. You know, I'm trying to get at least 1 video a week, you know, but it's just because I feel like also, like, it's just hard to, you know, be consistent when you're not even consistent in yourself, you know? And this leads me into my next point. Reward yourself. Reward yourself for, you know, the small things, the small accomplishments that you do make. So again, going back to breaking them goals down, reward yourself for the little goals that you do get while you're on your way to your bigger goal. I feel like that's another thing when it comes to, you know, setting goals and trying to achieve them, is you got to have some type of reward system within yourself, waiting on the big reward of the goal that you're trying to achieve. I found myself not really doing that for a while, and I'm just looking for, again, that instant gratification of the end goal. And it's like, that end goal is a while away, you know, but just rewarding myself for doing the little things kept me motivated and keeps me motivated, because it's like, okay, like, even though I'm not where I want to be, I'm working towards where I'm trying to be, and I'm going to reward myself along the journey, you know? Anybody who has aspirations to be anything, do anything, can do it. It's just doing it, you know, and actually setting goals and achieving them in a way that sounds obtainable to yourself. Like, don't get caught up in trying to get the end goal and forgetting everything that you've been trying to do, or everything that's just been going on, you know? Really, you know, reward yourself along the journey, because the journey, it's gonna be long regardless. But it's like, if you're intentional with it and you're being, you know, consistent, and you just have that drive, like that drive where it's like, no matter what, I'm gonna get this done, you know, because you don't want to burn yourself out either trying to, you know, make this go happen, but you also want to be real with yourself and just intentional. So again, we gotta go back to them. So first thing, write it down. 2, break it down. 3, put the plan into action. And 4, reward yourself along the way. And I know these are 4 easy steps, but it's very hard, especially when it comes to goal setting. But I do have some tips for y'all that can maybe help you out along the way. Again, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Like, do not let nobody tell you different. Like, I swear, some of the stuff that I be saying to people that I just want to be and do, they look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm like, you gonna look at me crazy when I'm where I want to be. Where after I told you, hey, this is what I wanted to do, you didn't believe it, now look where I am. And I know I'm not there yet, but I know in due time I will be. So if you have anything that you want to do, anything you want to be, bro, don't let nobody tell you different. But the potential and the drive to be whatever you want to be, we have dreams for a reason, and we turn those dreams into reality by setting goals and achieving them. Another thing I've seen when it comes to goal setting and trying to achieve them, have motivational people around you. Because just going back to what I just said, trying to be whatever you want to be, if you don't have people that see that in you or have that drive just as with you, like, oh no, you can be this person, you can do this, XYZ, the people that don't see it in you are gonna kill that dream. And it's hard trying to be strong all the time, be like, oh no, I'm gonna do this for me. I'm gonna be, you need to have a motivating, inspirational friend group or community around you, because if you have people that are, not seeing the best in you or, killing that dream, you need to get them out of your circle, get them out of your way, because they're not doing nothing but just being a distraction, trying to take you away from what you got going on, your purpose and things like that. And it will happen. And sometimes it might be people that are close to you that you would never expect. But again, if you want to be something or do something and you have negative people around you, that's not helping you. That you want motivational, inspirational people around you. Keep going even when you feel like giving up. And I know this is hitting me so hard right now, because I swear, y'all, as I'm saying this, that's how I feel. Like, I know I could never really give up because I would beat myself up at the end of the day, but it's like, it's just been a little hard recently, just to try to, keep going. And I'll get into this on a whole nother video, but it's just, life has just been really lifing. And like, granted, this is what I really love to do. Like, just recording this brings me joy, but it's kind of hard to keep going even when you don't want to. For anybody, who's in a goal setting, like if you're watching this, you got some big goals right now, you're trying to do it, and you're in that, I don't know if I can keep doing this no more. I'm telling you, just keep going. Just keep going, because keep going. That goes into that consistency and that being intentional and just remembering even why you started from the get-go. Just keep going. Even when you feel like you can't, even when it's hard, keep going. Track your progress, because again, slow motion is better than no motion. So I say that to say, when you track your progress and you just look back, sometimes you be like, dang, this is where I was at this day or this week, or way back when. It's like when you start to see slow growth and you just see it adding up, that kind of motivates you. Like, okay, like I'm not where I want to be, but I'm moving somewhere, and doing that a little bit as well. And it's been helping me. So make sure you track your progress and just really see like where you've been coming from or how you've been doing and things like that. Don't burn yourself out, because good things takes time. Like, good things take time. You don't want to rush it. You don't want to burn yourself out trying to get to that end thing. Just take your time with things. Not every day is going to be a successful day, and not every day is going to be a failure also. But just really take your time and don't burn yourself out trying to, achieve these goals that you have set for yourself. Last thing, be intentional. Be intentional. Be intentional. I know when it comes to, anything that you're trying to do, sometimes, again, life just be lifing and you just be all around the place. And it gets hard. Don't get me wrong. It gets hard. But just be intentional with whatever you do. Easier said than done, don't get me wrong, but you got to think, if this is something that you're doing for you, you want to make sure it's at 110% better than that. So again, just really be intentional with what you're trying to do and things like that. That pretty much wraps up this video. Again, I hope you took away something from this. We're in November now. Before you know it, November is going to be gone, and then we're going to be in December, and then it's going to be New Year. And like, I don't want you to wait until January 1st to be like, all right, this is the time where I want to change my life. I want you to do it now, today. When you're watching this video, I want you to be like, no, let me write out my plans, figure out how I'm gonna do this, because again, you just want to get on it now. How long are you gonna wait until it's too late, And I just say that to say, because this world is just growing and everything's moving so fast, and I don't want you to be lost in the sauce. So with that being said, take yourself serious, set those goals, achieve those goals, have fun while you're doing it. Pretty much it, man. Again, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Like it if you love it, interact with me, comment for more, and subscribe, man. Join the Mafia, become one of the mobsters. And yeah, that's it. Until next time. Peace.